The topic of today's video is extremely potent and powerful, and it has made me so present, so much of myself. I feel so in tune with my breath. I feel so in tune with the fact that I'm speaking to you right now. I feel so in tune with my surroundings, to every single thing that I have in this room with me. I feel so seen. I feel so understood. I'm getting goosebumps. And for that to happen, you know what I did? I only changed this one thing. I only did this one thing that I don't even know how to describe it. So I'll explain it as much as I can to you. So there's this thing that we do that is unconscious. Now, if you know about energies, this is how I explained energy to my friend the other day. So basically, we are all beings who are matter in this universe, right? So we are all made up of atoms. Now, think of yourself as a big atom. Then there are going to be energies in that atom. There are going to be a lot of energies vibrating so that you are here, right? So think of every single inch of your being as these even smaller atoms that are held together by this force of energy. How do you think that energy would feel, right? If you are the type of person who gets easily affected by the energies of other people, then perhaps your energy will change accordingly to that. So then your whole body is vibrating to that specific energy. Just think about that. Every single organ, every single fiber of your being, every single thought that you have, it is all dependent on that energy. Now, I'm not saying this because you have to control it, and that is where the misalignment happens. In the past, people did not know what energy meant. People did not even know why they would need to control themselves. They did not understand the need to force yourself to do something, because what they did was out of pure dedication to what they did. It was about just doing it without having the luxury to think about why you should do it. But now we think about a lot of things that make us do the things that we do. And for that to happen, we had to evolve a lot. We had to think about all the things that made us do the things that we did, right? I'll get to the point, I promise. So, as we came here, as we thought more and more, as we questioned more and more, what happened was we started to force ourselves to do the right thing. We started to force ourselves to do the things that made us happy, to do the things that did not serve us anymore, but still do it. Like, we put labels on everything. We put labels on what we forced ourselves to do to get us better. And that was how our parents raised us as well, forced us to do some things so that we could become better. So that was just how we were raised. And no, I'm not blaming any parent out there. And that is just how we are. But what is now happening is that we are catching ourselves, forcing ourselves too much. We are catching ourselves forcing the energies that are already residing in our bodies to become more energetic, or to stop being less energetic, or to not become energetic at all. We are trying to control the energies. We are trying to become more emotionally mature. We are trying to become more not sensitive, or we are trying to become more sensitive. We are doing something constantly that is changing these energies that we feel. But you see, where that problem lies is that we constantly change, and we constantly force ourselves to change in a certain way. And that is what is making our energies confused, because they do not have space. They do not have space to breathe for a moment. You understand what I'm saying, right? If you constantly force a child, the child will not have the space to breathe and to actually see what he or she is feeling in that moment, to feel what you are going through, you need that space to feel it, right? So energies work in the same way, and for that to happen, for you to give yourself the luxury of space and time, which is a luxury these days to feel, that is when you stop forcing yourself. And that is when you realize that all this time you've been building self discipline, you've been trying to make yourself be happy all the time, you're trying to focus on everything, but you're forcing them. You're forcing the energies that want to be felt to not be in your field at all. And then you're trying to take in another energy and put it into your body. But did you ask your body whether it was okay with that? Did you ask your body whether it had the space to hold that? No. And that is when you realize that the space that you could give yourself will actually create that awareness that you need so as to become happy. It's not from forcing an energy into you that you become happy. Maybe that energy will make you happy, but not in this moment when you're still stuck in the energy that you're in. And how do you know that you're stuck in energies? You find out whether this energy that you're taking upon is benefiting you. After a few days of you experimenting with focusing on the good things, focusing on positivity, you still spiral back into negative thoughts. For a day or two, that might be okay. You can sense when it is a habit of thinking negatively, and you can sense when it is a feeling of negativity. When you feel sad or when you're grieving something, being happy all of a sudden isn't the answer to that grievance. You have to grieve first, you have to have that wallow period. So you understand that there is a difference between habits that constantly occur and feelings that you have to feel so that you can create space. So now, since you understand that, you can create that awareness in yourself if you don't have it already, to allow yourself to receive the energy in a more blissful manner, in a more receptive manner, and not push yourself into feeling it. You can introduce that energy to yourself in small bits if that is something that you could do, that you have the space and time for. Perhaps if you want to feel slowly happy again, you can take yourself on little walks, a 5-minute walk in the day or a 2-minute meditation, something like that, but not beating yourself up or forcing yourself about it, right? You can't push yourself to become better. You can't push yourself to become this idealistic version of yourself. But the most easiest thing that you could do right now is create that space and find out ways in how you can create space that actually honors you in this moment. Allow this method to be received by you. Allow yourself to feel happy. Allow yourself to not feel sad anymore when you're out of this energy, and when you're slowly starting to pick up the pace in clearing it out. Then you'll be able to allow it, and when that time comes, allow it to be felt by you. Give yourself the gift of feeling that happiness, right? So, right now, what you have to do is look at where you're forcing yourself and how it never budges, how your energy is not budging enough to let that other energy come into your field, and look at how much time can you allow yourself to take a step back. Now you know where you're forcing yourself, so see how much time you can take in the day to allow, to take back the energies and put it out into the world, and then reflect on what you need to do now. So see that honoring part, and see how much time you can create for yourself every single day to navigate what energy you're going to choose. So navigate how you could go from here and make the time for that. The next step that happens after you allow yourself the time and after you implement the things, you realize something. You realize some sort of epiphany from not pushing yourself. and that will lead to that momentum that brings in that energy and actually creates that manifestation that you wanted. So then you realize something that you did not realize before, because in the past you are pushing yourself but now you are not. So once you realize that something, you now start to implement that. You start to implement how to take that realization into your daily life and how to consistently become that energy, embody that energy, and experience that same sense of fulfillment without thinking of ever giving up on that. Because once you have it in your field, you don't really give up on it. And that is why I think discipline sucks. Discipline that is sold on social media sucks. And speeches where people say that you have to be good and not bad, those are all, they all matter, right? What I'm saying here also matters, but it doesn't matter if you do not know how to take that, if you do not know how to receive that when the time comes. And that is also the problem with these videos that are circulating right now, these tarot videos, these videos that are saying if you found this now, you are on a great journey ahead, whatever. They are all great when you are able to see whether you need that energy in your life or not. Don't make your life even more chaotic than it already is. Allow yourself to be free from chaos, and so allow yourself to honor yourself and become more spacious in how you receive energy. Let me give you an example that led me to this video. So I was forcing myself to stop overthinking, right? And I mainly forced myself to stop overthinking because I compared myself to my friends who did not overthink as much as me. So instead of that, though, what I did was I found a video on YouTube, and what it said was, if you constantly go into other energies and if you constantly scatter your energy all over the place, you are not going to know where you are, know when you're sleeping, know when you're studying, know when you're taking a walk, know when you're breathing. So, if you know what you're doing in the now, then it's going to way lessen the scattered energies that you feel constantly. And that created an epiphany for me, because that was just such a simple realization that came at this moment and I had to receive in this moment. But if just didn't force myself in the past, then perhaps I could take this in a much more easier manner, because I just accepted the fact that I'll get that epiphany when the time comes. And now I've got that, I can forgive myself for overthinking. I can forgive myself for not for being too scattered. But I forced myself, and I really did not need that. I did not need that added chaos in my already chaotic life. I did not need to force myself and push myself when I could just trust in the fact that I would get the answer when the time comes, and then I would forgive myself for not knowing the answer when the time did not come. So you can't push yourself to become fulfilled, because time is a factor, patience is a factor, energies are a factor. You may have gone through multiple of those. I swear, the moment you stop forcing yourself to do anything for that matter, your life becomes free. You are not chained to anything, and you get to start from a blank slate. You get to choose what you take in, and you get to control your life in a way that you did not even realize you could control. This mindset that you may have had about how life throws energies at you, that burns to ashes, because now you know that you take in those energies for yourself. But yeah, it is kind of hard in the beginning. It's kind of hard to feel that discomfort that you feel when you're navigating how you're going to go from here. But if you have that resilience, which I know you do, I think this video could be the stepping stone for you to become everything that you've ever imagined and to become that very easily and very, very freely, very happily. And yeah, so please allow yourself to feel everything once and for all. Go, little rock star, and I'll see you in the next video.